I hope I'm in focus because I can't see myself. Anyway, hi guys. Hi. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. In case it's your first time seeing me, my name is Adeline Wairimo. I was a resident here on YouTube. The last video I posted was in November of last year, and I filmed videos around house tours in California. That's where I was based then. But in November, life started moving so fast for me. I moved to Texas, and right now that's where I'm based. So the last time I left YouTube, we were at 104 subscribers, and right now we are at 155. I almost said 155k, but amen, we'll get there one day. But we're at 155 subscribers. Thanks so much to my OG subbies. Thank you for staying on the channel, even though I've not been posting much. Not even been posting much, been posting at all on YouTube since November. And to everyone else who joined the channel, thanks so much for being here. I had to come back and disappoint, and that point is now. So yeah, let's continue with this journey and we see how it goes. So guys, I've been living in the US for 1 year, and boy, don't I have stories to tell you. I have experienced things that some of the things I'd like for people to experience, and some things I'd like for no one. Even I wouldn't wish them even on my worst enemy. I don't want anyone to experience what I went through. But I'm here so that you can learn from me, learn from my mistakes or my experience. In case one of you or some of you are planning to come here and you come across this video, I hope that it will be of help to you. So today I want to talk about how it was for me relocating to the US. Not before, like when I landed here, and my experience living here for 1 year. Some things I wish I knew before I left home, and some things that, you know, I had to experience for myself. So the points I've written down are in no particular order. So I just wrote them in the way that they came into mind. So yeah, let's get this show on the road. And I'm going to specifically talk about relocating to the US or living in the US as an adult, okay? Yeah. So the first point I wrote was, driving is not a luxury. Learn how to drive when you are in your home country. Guys, before I left Kenya, like I got my license in 2017, if I'm not wrong. I let that license rot in, I put it away. I did not get to use it because I was a passenger princess through and through. I never took driving seriously, you know, going on those roads, kubishana na matatu and all that. No. And then when I came here, where driving is like a basic need, my goodness, I sort of suffered because I got here, I had to visit government offices and, you know, telling people to, or planning your schedule according to someone else's schedule for you to do things. No, that's not the way to do things, right? So for me, that's the challenge I faced when I came here. I had to ask people to take me to government offices, take me to this store, mpaka sasa unaboeka, because it becomes too much and it's stressful. People here are so busy. Mtu ametoka job usiku uko hapo, you want to go to a government office. Yeah, and especially when you live where, not even live where, most of the places in the US, the transport system, the public transport system is not good, or it's not how we have it back home. Back home, we are blessed. Our public transport system, I'd say, is the best of the best. Of course, there's a few things we can change here and there to make it better, but so far, so good. So learn how to drive when you are home. Don't get that license and you just you put it in storage and just let it rot. Please learn how to drive back home. Of course, when you come here, if you get the international driving license, it allows you to drive here for, I think, 2 months before you get a license here. And then you can practice on the roads here. Imagine if you've learned how to drive from back home, and then you practiced back home, when you come here, it's easy peasy. You only need a week for you to get used to these roads here. And roads here, traffic rules are very, people follow traffic rules for the better part of America. Not everyone, but most of the people do. People here take driving on the roads very seriously. So when you come here, you do you get your permit, and then you do your road test. By the time you know it, you will have it easy here, driving around, and it's not going to be stressful for you as it was for me. Right now, I have a license. I can drive around by myself. But yeah, before I got here, it was so hectic. So learn how to drive from home, practice how to drive from home, and you will save yourself a lot. Another thing, driving schools here are so expensive. My goodness, the first time I went to a driving school to inquire how much it would cost me to learn how to drive here. You know what, back home, kwanza you're given a course for 3 weeks, I don't know, for 20k, 30k, 40k. Uku, for 1 hour, they were charging me $90. For 1 hour driving session, $90. And then of course, plus the road test, it amounts to $165. So please save yourself the stress and save yourself the money. Things here are hella expensive, okay? So number 2, park lights. Okay, this one I am salty about. Let me tell you, before I left home, I carried all my clothes. Okay, the nice ones, because I was like, oh Mimi, I will not come here and start buying clothes, nini. Let me tell you, and that's also another point I will touch on. I got here, and within like 3 months, I had added not so many, but I had added a few kgs. Yeah, so the clothes that I carried here, I did not get to wear them. And of course, the first time when I landed here on 12th of July last year, it took some time before I started getting busy. So where was I going to wear those clothes to? I would just pass them, and it took me so long before my clothes came out of the suitcase to my closet. It took so long because I had nowhere to go, and look, people don't dress up if you're sana when you're going to the store. Even to venye uko ndo unatoka. It's not like back home. Ukienda to supermarket, unaoga, unava, you know. Yeah, so I wish I'd pack light and leave the clothes I carried back home for my nieces to jibamba nazo, and then now come here and wait to buy more clothes. Yeah, your space yenye unataka kujaza nayo manguo. Imagine just carry roikos and unga, and yeah, for people, don't carry a lot of clothes. And also, I talk about this very loosely. It depends on what you've come here for. If you've come here for holiday, by all means, carry all the clothes you want to carry for your holiday. If you've come here to visit, by all means, carry your clothes, okay? But if you've come here for work, if you know that you're going to hit the ground running, like you get here and you say, oh my God, what's going on? Like you get here and you start working immediately. By the way, go to toy market, buy what you need, but keep in mind that you're going to add weight. Whether you eat healthy or not, you are going to add weight. So don't buy much. Just buy a few clothes that will sustain you for 1 to 3 months before you add weight and you have to go to the store to get more clothes. And here, tailoring is, I've been here for 1 year, but I have not seen sijaona mama kushona. Okay, so keep that in mind. So pack light, do not carry a lot of clothes. What is your clothes? And then again, when you come here, hey, uko nguo ni mingi. You will find clothes in the stores, buying clothes online, and then you'll have this certain urge. Like, that's where I am right now. You look at the clothes in your closet and you're like, that's not my style anymore. I've seen better now. I mean, you're in America, so hizi nguo utaziona, utazitamani, utazinunua, and the clothes that you came here with, by the way, you will put them in a box in your garage because hata utataka kuziona tena because you found better. Okay? Yeah. So the third thing, learn skills from home. They will help you go a long way here in the United States of America. Even when you go to Europe, please, please, please. And I wish I took this seriously because watu walikuwa wananiambia, jifunza kushuka, jifunza kutengeneza makucha. Guys, ladies especially, please don't leave home kama hujajua ama hujajifunza a skill. And when I say skill, vitu kama kutengeneza nywele, let me tell you, you will be so happy when you come with that skill here in America. Number one, you'll be making your own hair. That's if you have the time, or when you create time, you will be able to do so. Number two, making hair here and making nails will give you a lot of money. The amount of money these salons are making here, making nails and hair, my goodness, utapenda. And let me tell you, you don't have to have like a physical shop. Here people do hair at your own home. Unatengeneza tu posters, unaanza you start distributing in the estate of where you live, and let me tell you, you will get clients because here kushuka, oh my goodness, kushuka here is very big business. Braiding hair, cornrows, bohemian, locks, doing nails, doing brows, doing lashes. Just learn a skill when you come from home. It can be like your backup plan, ama your side hustle, and let me tell you, you will earn a lot from it. Right now, I've only gone to a salon once since I came here, and that one time I went to the salon, I regretted. Why? Number one, they pulled my hair. I lost my hairline. At a say it's when I'm trying to grow it back. It was so expensive. Wase, nilienda kushukua and half up, half down hairdo. Cornrows at the front, braids at the back. And I had to pay $190 for it? No. And I've not even told you the amount of time I had to spend in the salon. My appointment was for 1 p.m. I got there at 1 p.m. and I left that salon at 6 p.m. heading to 7. For cornrows at the front, braids at the back. Where? Yeah, so to save yourself the stress and the money, just learn that skill from home. It will help you go a long way, okay? So, number 4, and this I experienced firsthand and it hit me really hard. Loneliness in America is a thing, okay? If you've ever experienced loneliness where you're from right now, trust me, you haven't experienced loneliness. Come to America or go to Europe, you will experience loneliness. Let me tell you, the first time this loneliness thing hit me was during my birthday. That day, nilifanya nini ya maana? Thank God the people I was staying with at that time, I was at my cousin's when my birthday came. They tried to, make my birthday something to remember. But let me tell you, I missed being back home, because if I was back home, it would have been sherehe. Sherehe on top of sherehe. My goodness, here I felt so lonely. I was like, right now my mom would have made me a nice meal, my siblings would have bought me cake, would have gone out for lunch, my cousins, Nini, drinks. I would have bought an outfit, made my hair, dressed up nicely. I remember on my birthday, I was wearing a dera and I had matutas on my head. That's how lonely it gets. And that's how it looked for me. Okay? Another day I felt loneliness to the core was during Christmas. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you guys, during Christmas, hakuna mtu anataka kushika simu yako, because back home they're busy huko ameshika kuku huku ameshika nyama choma. Here, funny thing that happened. So we're invited to a Christmas party, right? And then, as we thought, see, the Christmas party, of course, it's going to be on the 25th. Duh. Let me tell you, we went to this person's house and we found people in pajamas. Can you believe that these people celebrated the Christmas on the 24th? They celebrated Christmas on the 24th, not the 25th. Let me tell you guys, that day I woke up, nikava, I was looking gorgeous. I was smelling nice. We even bought presents for the entire family. So tumefika, tumebebana ma presents nini. Tunafungula mlango, people just look sleepy, hangover. Hata wataki kelele. Let me tell you, me and the mines, we just sat there for like half an hour. The awkwardness kicked in and we were like, we gotta go. We went to the park. And then uku on Christmas Day, not so many stores open, not so many restaurants open. And when you're booking a restaurant, most of them are like reservations are full. There's no space. So me and mines went to chill at the park. It was nice because we got to spend some time together. But that's how we spent our Christmas. And we went and ate some fast food and we drove around in quiet neighborhoods and just, you know, marveled at houses and places we'd like to live one day. It was terrible. Hands down, the worst Christmas I've ever had. Here, people, let me tell you, they don't take holidays serious. On Easter, from when Christ died to when he rose on the rose, is that correct English? Rose till when alifufuka on Monday, I can't even tell you what I was doing. But Easter ilipita too, people were working. The only holiday that people take here seriously yenye mimi nimeona is Thanksgiving. Oh, Thanksgiving, I had a blast. It was fantastic. But other than that, my birthday, Christmas, Easter, cricket sounds. So just keep that in mind. America gets very, very lonely, okay? Another thing, now let's get into more serious things. When you come here, beware of people who've lived here longer. Yani, I mean people who've lived here 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. And not to say this, sisemi kubaya, but those people might mislead you. And sometimes sikupenda kwao, and sometimes, let me tell you, watu ni wabaya, okay? People are just bad. So, for example, you come here, you take advice from someone who, let's say you're chasing a document. What I've learned here is that serikali inaendanga ikibadilisha vitu. So when you're trying to get a document, you ask, instead of you doing your own research, you ask someone who's lived here for so many years how things go here, and they tell you something, and then when you go to that government office, vitu zilibadilika. And you see, it's not this person's fault. That's how they did theirs during their time. But things change. So that's how you'll be misled. And let me tell you, hakuna kitu mbaya kama kuhata appointment. Kwanza, getting appointments for anything is so hard. So imagine you've not done your research. You take advice from someone who stayed here longer, and then you go to that government office, and they just look at you like, are you for real? Like, vitu zilibadilika. This is not how we do things now. So people who stayed here longer can mislead you. And into even more serious things like unakuja huku watakwambia, oh, the best thing to do is seek asylum. Don't get me started on that. But all I'm trying to say is do your research to the T in regards to kwanza hizi vitu za serikali. How they used to do things 5 years ago is not how they do things now. Do your research. And not to say that people who've lived here longer don't know. The information they give you is of no use, but take that information and also do due diligence and do your research. Okay. So another thing is, people here are busy. your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, your niece, your nephew will have no time for you, to take you where you want to go, to do things with you. People here are busy. America is a 24-hour economy. Huyu akiingia job asubuhi, mwingine ndo ameingia job kutoka usiku. So you want to, and also this couples up with your story of driving. You want to labda go for a driving test. You want this person who has been at work all night to still drive you to go for your driving test. It is not fair. And let me tell you, you'll do it once, twice, but tena utajichuna masikio and you'll feel so bad that you're making this person go through this. And again, they will just tell you, no, they can't. Because, man, they spent the whole night working. Alafu wamekuja asubuhi, the first thing they meet ni nipeleke nikafanya driving test. Really? Hata kama ulikuwa umepanga nao before, yeah, you'll just feel some type of way. Okay, so you remember, learn how to drive. At least when they get from work, you can borrow their car if you don't have yours. Then you go run your 2 errands. Okay? Yeah, people in America are busy. Busy. Sawa? Another thing, if you're someone who comes from home having a lot of friends, you will lose some of them or all of them. If you're someone who's come from home no mezoea ku ride na cliques, you will for some time you will feel so bad about yourself and you will miss your friends. Number 1, time difference here. That thing, ati sijui you try to stay up, ndo watu Kenya wakiamka muonge nini, you will do that 1 month, 2 months, you will get tired. And also your friends will get tired. And it's not something that you can keep up with. Yeah? So just be ready to lose friends. And also making friends here, in my experience, is difficult. Okay? Because people mind their own business. You're trying to make their small talk. Someone is just trying to live their life. So how people make friends here is that you come and find maybe one of your friends who have friends here, and then you start hanging out with them. Your friend introduces you to other friends, and also you make friends in social settings, weddings, church, work. But yeah, the friends you come you only bring from back home in your heart, yeah, you will lose them. Okay? Yeah. Another thing is the use of money. Let me tell you, there's something called the spirit of conversion. You come from Kenya where you're used to buying bread at 50 shillings, 45 shillings. I lie. When was bread 45 shillings last? You come from buying bread at 50 shillings, and then you go to the stores, huku, you find a bread going for 200 shillings. You do the math, and you're like, nikule mkate, hizo ni mkate 4. Nimebuy mkate moja for 200 bob. The use of money here, before you understand it, I've lived here for 1 year, and I still don't understand some things about how money works. Like someone would tell me, Sidri, they earn 100K per year. So I'm like, or $100, not Kenya shillings, okay? $100,000 per year. And then I'm trying to get, is that a lot of money? Is that a little money? You know? Yeah. Conversion is crippling, but another thing is it will help you save, because you go to these stores, you want to, for example, the very first time I came here in 2018, I remember going to the store, nikafanya shopping, nikachukua manguo nini, I put them in the cart, and then nikazunguka na hiyo cart kwa store for like 5 minutes, and I left that cart there full of clothes. I did not buy anything because I started converting in my head. Nikaona ikitu ni 500 na bado hakujaongezwa tax pale mbele, kumaanisha tena kitu kama so 8. So I just left everything and went home. I just got the satisfaction that I nilijaza cart na mango, but I didn't get to buy anything. So the spirit of conversion here is crippling, but at the same time it will save you money, nakupatia discipline, yeah, dollars. Okay, yes. And uku ukivunja, you see the way we usually say at home, ukivunja thao squeezy, 1,000 shillings doesn't do you much. Imagine here ukivunja $100 bill, that's 10,000, and I'm at 12,000 depending on the exchange rate. Ukivunja, yani hautajua how that $100 imeisha. It will end so fast that again, this it gets better with time. It will get to a point now you will stop converting money and you just, okay, me, I'm not past that point yet, but it's getting better with time. Nowadays I don't and even when I convert, when I buy things, I don't feel guilty, yeah, when I do it. Okay, so another thing I'd like to tell you is gaining weight. As I said, here, whether you like it or not, you will gain weight. Okay, there's something in the food, be it organic, GMO, there's just something these people here put in the food that will make you add weight. And then remember, you're driving everywhere. Huku hakuna nini hiyo hustle and bustle ya matatu. Unaenda kwa parking, you get inside your car, even to go to the store. You get inside your car, drive to the store, leave the store, get to your car, drive back home. So you're not exercising much, not unless you're like me and you go to the gym, you take your you take your fitness seriously. But let me tell you, hata mimi ndo nianze kwenda gym, the weight was getting out of hand. I'm like, I used to have 1 back roll, now I have 2. No. So you will gain weight, but this is how you can control it, making better life choices, and you know, going on hikes to walk around, going to gym on that treadmill, you walk for like 2 miles on the treadmill, you will keep the weight at bay. Okay, but what you will not avoid is adding weight, not unless your genetics are built up, like for some people I know, where you can eat a whole cow and you wouldn't add weight. But for the rest of us, you will add weight. Okay, so a few more points before I finish. When you're coming from home, please carry meds. When I say meds, I mean medicine. Healthcare in America is so darn expensive. Underline expensive. I'm sure you've seen stories, testimonies of people who've gone here for the first time to hospitals, the bills that they've paid. And this is without insurance. And even with insurance, healthcare here is very expensive. So if you're someone who has allergies, carry your antihistamines, beba Panadol, what else? Even antibiotics, because buying antibiotics back home is very easy. Huku, you cannot just enter into a store and buy antibiotics. Huku hakuna hizo chemists za. Chemists ziko, but you cannot enter a chemist and buy antibiotics. You have to go through the doctor, who will then send your prescription to wherever you're supposed to get your medicine, CVS, Walgreens, you name it. And they will give you the dose that utakunywa umalize, si ukunywa ubakishe for next time. Okay? Carry medicine from home. Antihistamines, kama any allergies, paracetamol, antibiotics, and for the ladies, UTI kits, because another thing with here, weather patterns are very different. Your climate kubadilika, mara kuna joto, mara kuna baridi, and also the water here is very different, and then the soaps too, so it might throw off your pH balance. Yeah, so just carry your UTI kits and you will not regret it. They'd rather stay in storage kuliko uzikose, because when that pain comes, utatafutana na hiyo dawa, utatafutana na paracetamol, utaikosa. So beba dawa. And this one, my goodness, the convenience and accessibility of things. Guys, I miss my nduthi, guys. I miss matatus. I miss fairly priced Ubers and Bolts. Yo, huku vitu, kwanza, I'll speak for Texas because now I live in Texas. The stores here are so far apart from where I live. And then there are no sidewalks. I can leave the house and walk to the store. Another thing, it's so hot. You wouldn't want to walk under this heat. And let me tell you, America heat is not like the heat we have back home. Ile jua yenye tunasemanga ati jua imewaka ni kali. Here huku, it is on another level. It is heat on steroids. So you will miss the convenience that we have back home. Back home we have it good. You want to order fries, you don't want to go outside, you call your Nduthi guy. He brings you your fries. You don't want to go to the store, although here some stores offer delivery services that you can shop online and they deliver stuff to your doorstep. But you know, there's just that thing about going to the store and shopping for yourself. Here, the convenience and accessibility of things is ish. Yeah, so again, back to driving. You see, when you know how to drive and then you want to go to the store, just get into the car, drive, then you know it becomes convenient. Other than you don't know how to drive and then you want to go to the store and then you see. And let me tell you, like where I live right now, if I want to go to the store, the nearest store to me, and it's like not even 10 minutes away, I have to pay like $9 and above. Hey, do that math. Do that math. Like to go to your local store, you pay like $9 and above. There's no money to waste, please. Yeah, but my Nduthi guys, I miss you. I will never take you for granted ever again. And if I ever took you for granted, I'm sorry. I apologize. Sawa. Anyway, hey, the food types and tastes here. Let me tell you, my taste buds do not remember how the meat back home tastes. Mbuzi, ng'ombe. The food here tastes so different. And there's nothing you will do about it. The only thing you can do ni ubembeleze ukipika. Like you put your spices. If at home, you know, at home, when you cook something, for example, skuma, you don't have to do much. You can even put oil, chumvi, toss it around. Your skuma, it's ready to eat. Na itakuwa tamu sana. Oh my goodness, why am I burping? And it will, na itakuwa tamu hivi venye iko. Huku, hiyo kitunguu na ina chumvi na mafuta haitoshi. Huku lazima utabembeleza chakula. Let me tell you, I used to wonder why when people who have lived here come back home, unatumia nyanya 4, nyanya 5 kwa chakula ya watu wawili. Why? Why do you do that? But having lived here, now I understand. You will use those 5 nyanyas to make that food. Kwanza if you're cooking a delicacy like here back home, ugali, skuma, kanyama, hiyo nyama utebembeleza ndo it tastes somehow na like home. Hiyo skuma utebembeleza ndo it tastes somehow like home. When it comes to ugali, sawa. You've gone to a Nigerian shop, utapata unga ya ugali, hiyo inakuanga sawa. And I think I even prefer the unga ya ugali here. Although ya huku iko fortified kabisa. But still, the food here tastes different. Hata kama you're cooking food that you used to cook back home, it will taste different. Huku vitu ziko na sukari, minji iko na sukari, carrots ziko na sukari, even the fruits. Imagine fruits. It's either a hit or a miss. Huku utanunua machungwa ama maembe ama melon, you will just wish that ungekunywa tu maji. Because there's no difference. Haina taste kabisa. And you'll buy some fruits, then utapata ziko na sukari mingi, then you'll be like, am I eating diabetes or am I eating ini afya? Am I kujitafutia ugonjwa, you know? Yeah, so why am I scratching my nose too much? Anyway, yeah, just know when you come here, your taste buds are going to suffer. Yeah, food here tastes different. Everybody minds their own business. That I already told you, okay? The final thing, the last but not least. Again, if there's something or a topic I've not talked about and you'd like for me to talk about, just let me know and I'll create a video and talk about it. Last but not least, my last point of the day is communication. How did I write it? Communication with loved ones is key. It will keep you going. Let me tell you, if there's one thing that keeps me going in this country on a daily, and don't get me wrong, I have family here that I can call, although I cannot call just when I want to, because again, I might call, mtu amespend the whole night at work, amelala, ama mchana analala because anaspend the whole night at work, anaspend usiku at work. So, huku atupigianangi hivyo, we don't call each other that much. Yeah, actually, you might see one person, let's say during a birthday party, and the next time you see that person is maybe 1 year, and you guys are fine. Amjakasirikiana, nothing happened between you two, but it's just that people are busy. Huku watu wapigianangi simu, and we are fine with that. We understand what we are going through. But the people left back home, keep in constant communication with them. I, for one, I am very big on family. Family to me is king. Family to me is paramount. I cannot go a day without talking to my mom, number one. I cannot go a week without talking to my siblings. Hata kama ni ile kidogo ya WhatsApp, ile hi, or in the DMs. Kwanza kuna utamu ya, you're talking in the DMs on Instagram and you're still chatting on WhatsApp. And whatever you're talking about is different. Let me tell you, that thing keeps me going. Because one thing, America is stressful. Let nobody lie to you. The land of milk and honey, where it is stressful. Whether you're making money or not, it will stress you. Remember, huku kuna kitu inaitwa seasonal depression. Yeah, I came to America and learned about seasonal depression. Where I'm from, there's nothing like seasonal depression. I've never had. But in America, there is. When it gets cold, people are just sad. It's just meh. Even outside, it's just ugh. So keeping in constant communication with your loved ones back home is key. When you come here, try so hard, try as much to stay connected to them. Because you know what? One day you're not talking to them, then it's a week, then it's a month, then it's inakuwa mazoea, and that's not good. They might speak a word, and you know what? You will be healed. There's something they'll say, kwanza mushene ya home, you don't know. They will tell you one thing, you so and so has done this, you nini, ama sijui what they're experiencing, and then you just feel, you know what? It will give you the strength to go another month or another week. No, imagine you're constantly talking to them. Leo, kesho kutwa. Weekends, you set your phone on the table, sasa hapo ni video calls, you're connecting everyone. Let me tell you, that is what will keep you going in the United States of America. My goodness, it is so hot today. Yeah, we are on the highs of 90s. Yeah, today was 36 degrees and that was in the morning. I don't know saying ngapi, but yeah. Wait, before there's one thing I wanted to mention before I leave, and this will be the last point. There's language barrier in America. Yeah, we are an English speaking nation, but we have language barriers. I came home thinking that I've learned English. I know how to speak English. As broken as it may be sometimes, I know how to speak English. But conversing here with people who have lived here, who speak American English, you're coming there with your colonizers' English. I think we have to speak British English, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, because yes, if I'm wrong, please correct me. But you will come here and you will be forced to wang. 4, ease of communication. Let me tell you, when you talk to, when you call people here and you hear them wanging, speaking through their nose, it's si ati juu wanapenda, ama si ati juu, yani it is circumstances. Maisha huku, it just causes you to wang. You go asking for water, that person looks at you like, now you're forced to say water. You know? here language barrier is a thing now, and that's with people who've lived here, people who speak English as their first language. Now you've not met people who they don't speak English as their first language. The Hispanics, our brothers from and sisters from Mexico, from where other parts of Africa. Hey, because when you're going to order stuff and you're supposed to talk through that, it's called an intercom, you will suffer. You will stay there and you'll be like, pardon? What did you say? I didn't get that, ma'am. Can you repeat that, sir? Language barrier here is a thing. So you'll be forced to wing it, okay? Just know when you come here, don't feel bad about it when you wing, and even don't feel bad about it when you talk to your people and you wing once in a while. In fact, so long as you're living here, wing all you want, because you know what? The more you wing it, or the more you learn how people speak here, the easier it's going to be for you, and the faster you will adapt to living here. And with that, my people, allow me to close off this video here. Oh my goodness, why did I think that was going to be so hard? Before I shot this video, the way I nearly overthink. Once I had already shot it, and then ikapotea kwa this editing apps, and the way it took so much time for me to edit it and render it, and but you know what? I had to do it. It had to be done at some point. So thank you so much for watching this video. I don't know how long it's taken. Oh my god, it's 6. I don't know how long it's taken. I'm a talker. I love to talk, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see how the content goes. Yeah, you know what? I'm not promising anything, but keep it posted here. I promise. And I'm holding myself accountable. I will not disappear again, okay? I might go for a week or 2 or a month, but I will not disappear again. Sawa sawa? All right, for you who are watching me for the first time, please subscribe to this channel and share this video with your loved ones, whoever is preparing to come here. And even if you came here and you've only stayed here for a week or a month and you come across this video, I'm sure it's gonna help each one of you. So thanks so much for watching and stay safe. Bye. Alafu nipate haiko ina record.